Hello everyone. We will talk about bases in this part. So we will define base, Arrhenius base, and weak and strong bases. Let's get started. What is a base? So if something is base, like soap, cleaning supplies, baking soda, antacids for your stomach, they have pH greater than 7. pH 7 is neutral. They feel slippery, like the soap when you wash your hands, they feel slippery. They dissolve fats and oils, usually forms OH negative ions in solutions, and they neutralizes acids. So when you mix acid and base, the pH will become 7 if you mix them in proper ratio. So in science, in chemistry, we use Arrhenius definition, as I explained before. So if you add a compound in water, for example, this is sodium hydroxide. If you add this compound into water, if it gives hydroxide ions into water, then you are gonna say this compound is a base. So Arrhenius bases yield hydroxide, AQ is in water, aqueous solution, hydroxide ion as the only negative ion in an aqueous solution. Okay, so if a compound increases the concentration of OH, which is hydroxide ion, then we call these compounds base. There are weak and strong bases, like weak and strong acids. Weak bases like ammonia, that is the solution that you clean bathrooms. Potassium carbonate, sodium carbonate. These are baking powders. Strong bases, sodium hydroxide, that is the one works, and bleach. This is the one we use to clean like toilets. In bleach we have sodium hydroxide, sodium phosphate, barium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide. Now I want to show you one common thing here. Please look at all these common bases. We have hydroxide ion, sodium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, aluminium hydroxide, ammonium hydroxide, which is also known as ammonia. Now, remember the acids. When we look at the common acids, let's open the common acids here. Where are they? I think I'm going the wrong way. Look at the common acids here. Hydrogen, 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 hydrogen. If it has hydrogen, it is an acid. Okay. Let's look at the common bases here. If it has hydroxide, 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 they are bases. Okay. There's only one exception. One exception, which is aqueous ammonia. Aqueous ammonia, ammonia. This is the one that doesn't have OH. So these are from your reference tables. If you open your reference table, you open table K and table L, all acids and their names are written here. So you do not need to memorize. Look at the acids here. They have hydrogen, 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 hydrogen. Okay? There's one acetic acid. The hydrogen is at the end. But if you would like to write hydrogen at the beginning, that is also correct. So it's gonna follow the rule here. Common bases, they all have hydroxide. OH, OH, OH. One exception is ammonia, and they will ask it in the regions since it is an exception. They like exceptions. Now, What will happen if you mix acids and base? This is called, if you mix acid and base, it is called neutralization reaction. An arrhenius acid and arrhenius base react to form salt and water. That is important. I want to highlight this part. When you mix acid and base, they form salt and water. Okay? That is how they become neutral. So let's give an example here. A neutralization reaction is the reaction of an acid with a base to produce salt and water. So products are always salt and water. Why? This is acid, hydrochloric acid. Look, we have hydrogen and chloride. This is base, sodium hydroxide. When they combine, they are in the water, by the way. These are aqueous. So if you want to mention they are in the aqueous, you can write AQ next to them, okay? AQ, which means they are aqueous, okay? When you combine them, chloride ions and sodium ions will make sodium chloride, and that is table salt that we know, okay? And hydrogen and hydroxide, they are gonna combine and they will make water. And that is the same for all acid and base reaction, because acid will bring the hydrogen, base will bring the hydroxide, they are gonna combine, they will make water, and the rest of the ions will make the salt. So what is a salt? A salt is a neutral substance produced from the reaction of an acid and base. Composed of the negative ion of an acid, remember, chloride is -1, negative ion of an acid, and the positive ion of the base. Let's check the positive ion, that is sodium. Sodium is in group 1, which is +1. Remember, group 1, all +1. Chlorine is in group 7. 7 minus 8 is -1. +1, -1, they make sodium chloride salt. One of the products of neutralization reaction, because when you mix acid and base, it is called neutralization reaction. And examples, potassium chloride. That is a combination of, so you can say HCl and KOH. Magnesium sulfate, magnesium oxide and sulfuric acid. They combine, they make magnesium sulfate. Sodium phosphate, phosphoric acid and sodium hydroxide. So if you combine, these are all salt. Positive atom, positive ion, negative ion. Positive, negative, positive and negative ions. They are combined and they make a neutral substance. So let's summarize it. Acids, they have hydrogen. When you add it into water, they give hydronium ion. That is the definition of arrhenius acid. Bases, in the water, they give hydroxide ion. This is my sound. When you combine base and acid, acid and base reaction called neutralization reaction, and they form water and salt. There you go, Jakob. And that is, remember, that is the one exemption, ammonia. Ammonia with water, it forms ammonium and OH. That is the reason why we call it bases, because it add hydronium ion in water. Remember, arrhenius base, if it gives OH minus into water, it is called base. Okay, that is definition of base. I'm gonna stop here. I will make the environment quieter and I will come back. Bye everyone.